Good morning. Today we will study 8051 assembly language instructions. So in this we will be discussing about data transfer instructions. Addressing modes we have already discussed, data processing or arithmetic and logic instruction and program flow instructions. So first is our data transfer instructions. These instructions are used to transfer the data from any source location to the destination location. So for data transfer instruction, the most important instruction is move instruction. So we write move destination comma source. So in this method, the source data will be moved to the destination location. So source data will be moved to the destination location. So move instruction is very important instruction which is used for transferring the data. So we can transfer data from any memory location to the from the source can be any memory location, accumulator or any register, and destination can again be a memory location, any register or any special register. The next is stack instructions. These are also data transfer instructions. These are we use push instruction and pop instructions for stack area. So when we use push byte, so in this case the stack pointer is incremented and byte is moved on the stack. When we say pop byte, then the byte is moved from stack to the uh, stack pointer. In this case, the stack pointer is decremented. So these are stack instructions, push and pop. Then another data transfer instruction is exchange instruction. In this instruction, the data of two of source and destination gets exchanged. Suppose we are using exchange a comma byte. In this instruction, the byte data will come at the place of accumulator and accumulator data will come at place of byte. So both will be exchanged. Similarly, exchanged a comma byte. So in this instruction, lower nibble of byte will be exchanged. Not whole data will be exchanged, only the lower nibble of the byte will be exchanged. So here we have the complete instruction set of 8051 microcontroller. In this case, we have data transfer instructions that we use. Instruction move C. Move C is for accessing the data from the code memory or ROM memory. Move X is used for accessing the data from the RAM memory. Then push and pop for accessing the data from the stack. Exchange and exchange are used for exchanging the source and destination data. So these are all data transfer instructions. Then for arithmetic instruction we use add instruction, add with carry instruction, subtract with borrow, increment, decrement, multiplication, division and decimal adjust accumulator instruction. So all these instructions are our arithmetic instructions. Similarly, some logical instructions are there that are AND logic instructions, OR logic instruction, XOR logic, clear instruction, complement, rotate left with carry, rotate left without carry, rotate right with carry, and swap instruction. So these instructions are all comes under logical group. Similarly, we have some Boolean instructions that work on the particular bit. So if any instruction works on one bit, then it is your Boolean. Otherwise, these instructions are working on the byte. If we want to operate on bit level, then we have to use Boolean instructions like clear instruction, set bit, move, jump if carry, jump if not carry, jump if byte, jump if not byte, jump if bit is set, and ANL instruction, ORL instruction, these also can be set using bit instruction can be set using these instructions also. So these are also called Boolean instructions. The another instructions are called program branching instruction, long jump, address jump, short jump if 0, jump if not 0, compare and jump if not equal, compare jump if not 0, no operation, long call, address call, return if interrupt, and jump. All these instructions are called branching instructions. they comes under branching instruction set. So we have different type of sets, instruction sets available with us. So let's start discussing about some instructions. One first is suppose move instruction. Move instruction is used to its function is to move the memory. So its syntax, how we use it: move operand 1 operand 2. It means the content of operand means data. So data 2 is moved to the data 1 location. So in this method no flag is affected. It just copies the value of operand 2 to the into the operand 1, and the value of operand 2 is not affected in this case. So this is about move instruction. So we can use move instruction in different ways. We can move instruction like here we are moving direct data at some RAM location. Here we are moving the data of accumulator at some RAM location. Here we are moving direct data to the accumulator. Here we are moving the contents of R1 register to the accumulator. Here we are moving R0 data directly to the accumulator. So move instruction can be used in different ways. The next is exchange instructions. So exchange instructions are used to transfer two-way. So here we can use it as exchange XCH instruction or exchange XCHD instruction. So in this case, exchange A comma 30H means it is exchanging the data. It is both 30H location and the accumulator, they are exchanging their data through this instruction. So here it is showing that memory 30 location is exchanging its data, is putting its data in the accumulator, and accumulator data is coming at 30H location of the memory. Similarly, we can exchange data of two registers like A register and R0. Similarly, we can exchange the data of accumulator with memory R0. R0 is pointing to some memory location, and at R0 whatever will be the data that will be moved to the accumulator, and accumulator data will be moved to that memory location that is pointed by R0. Similarly, we have exchange instruction. In this method, digits are exchanged, only the lower nibble, not 8-bit data is exchanged, only the 4 bits are exchanged, the lower 4 bits of R0 and lower 4 bits of A0. These will be exchanged. The data can also be transferred between individual bits. Means we can also transfer a single bit also. For example, here we can see move C comma P dot 0.0 means port 0, the 0th bit of port 0. It means 0th bit of port 0 is moved to the register C. So particular bit, not the byte. If we write P0 means complete P0 data, port 0 data will be moved to register C. If we write P0.0 means port 0 which is having a bit at bit 0, that will be moved to the register C. So in this way we can transfer bit also. The next topic is subroutines. Subroutines means subroutine allow us to have structure assembly language programs. Now suppose if we are having a very large program and it is very difficult to write large program, instead of writing a single large program, what we will do, we will make some certain subroutines, some certain functions. So and whenever we require them we can use them. It saves code space also, and subroutine can be called many times in a program. For example, suppose this is a main program. It has in this main program there is one subroutine is also there, that is defined by sublabel. Whenever we require this subroutine, we will write this command in the main program, a call sublabel. Then if we will write this command 4 times, then 4 times this subroutine will be called, right? How many times we will use this, then we can use subroutines. Now take example of subroutine. Suppose we want that we will take a number and we will call a number from a stack memory, and whatever data will be there, we will take its care, and then we will again save it at the same location. So for that we have used push b. What we'll do, whenever we use subroutine, first we have to initialize stack pointer, and stack pointer is initialized by 2fh mostly. And so whenever we say push b, it will take, there is stack memory, there is some stack memory, the data of suppose we want to take care of 2, so we will say push b. So this data will be stored to the stack memory. Then what we have done, we have moved a register, accumulator register, to the register b and multiplied a with b. Then here we have taken the square, so 2 cross 2 means 4. So then we have written pop b, so that 4 will be stored here. So push means we are taking data from the stack memory, pop means we are putting data in the stack memory. Whenever reset operation is performed, then stack pointer is initialized from 0fh. So it is very important to use stack memory. We have to initialize the stack pointer with 2fh location. So we have discussed about data transfer instructions. Now we will discuss about arithmetic instructions. So in arithmetic, instructions can be used as add instruction, add a comma byte. Add, it means add accumulator to the byte and put the result in the accumulator. Whatever we will add, the final result again will be stored in the accumulator. So next instruction is add with carry. So in this case, it will add a to the byte and it will also add the carry. And whatever will be the result, again it will be stored in the accumulator. This is subtract with borrow. So in this, the byte will be subtracted from the accumulator. Then there is increment a. In this case, accumulator will be incremented by 1. Increment byte in the memory, increment data pointer, decrement accumulator, decrement byte, multiply accumulator by b register, divide accumulator by b register, decimal adjust after accumulator. After performing arithmetic instructions, some flags are affected of PSW. So here it is shown that add, carry, overflow and auxiliary carry flags are not affected. So which flags are affected is given in this table. So you have to learn this table, you have to see it properly. So let's see example of add instruction. Suppose we are having a data, we have moved a data of 3fh in the accumulator and added this data with d3h. So 3h, 30011 f d and 3, this will be added. After adding, we are seeing that here we will have a carry from outside, so carry flag will be 1. Here we will have carry from this after 4 nibble. If carry is generated, auxiliary carry will be 1, and if overflow is there, then it will be 1.